Introducing to you first the challenger, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He's wearing black with red and weighted at 9 stone 3 pounds. Coming to us from Dublin, he brings a professional record consisting of 17 wins, just 2 defeats, with 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Declan Geraghty. His opponent across the ring, he is the defending champion, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He's wearing black with white and weighing in at 9 stone 3 pounds. Hailing from Dublin, he is undefeated with 15 wins. 2 of those wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending IBF Intercontinental Super Featherweight Champion, Jono Carroll.
Okay, lads, obey my commands. In the event of a knockdown, the fighter standing will go to the furthest neutral corner and stay there. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves.
All the talking, all the animosity. Well, it's only words. Now it's the fight. Bob Williams, the referee. A lot of people might say good luck. Almost kicked off at the press conference earlier this week. Security had to step between them, and the bookies have found them difficult to split. Declan Geraghty is the narrow favourite, and you see from the statistics while the introductions were made there, he's slightly the taller man, a southpaw. In fact, both of them fighting out of the right-hand lead, and that's a good opening attack from Geraghty. He's the taller man, and he'll try and make that reach count.
Well, that's the important thing, John, the reach, not so much the height, the reach, much longer arms than Jono Carroll. And that's what he needs to use. And Carroll's got to slip and slide. He moves his head quite well, Carroll, but he's got to slip and slide. He's got to slide inside the target and come back with his own.
Carroll has derided Geraghty for having a lack of stamina. Said he's a 3 or 4 round fighter, and he's, in his words, I'm a 15-round fighter, never mind a 12-round fighter. Threatening to bleach his beard around about Christmas is Jono Carroll.
Some beard as well, isn't it? Huge.
Didn't used to be allowed once upon a time. Remember when Danny Williams had to trim his beard, and it was more of a 5 o'clock shadow compared with that.
That's good from Geraghty. I think the referee said work it out.
Good opening round. And he's cut. Carroll is cut in the opening round. Remember, he was cut in his last fight against Humberto de Santiago back in November, and that provoked a furious attack, and he sent Santiago to the first defeat of his professional career. Well, here again, he is cut. Whether it's been done by punches or a clash of heads, I'm not too sure. But there's going to be work in the corner for Niall Byrne, Carroll's cutsman, because he just dabs a bit uncomfortably at that right eye for confirmation, but it is definitely blood that is now just oozing from the gash along the eyebrow line.
But he did take a couple of good left hands early in the round, so maybe one of those caught the cut. Have to wait and see. Moving his feet quite well here. Oh, good left hand and a good right hand as well there from Carroll. Just when Geraghty was trying to get some good movement in.
One thing we know about Carroll is that he is supremely fit. But now, once again, and a punch after the bell goes. Well, we reckon it was a punch. The officials are saying that it's heads that have caused that.
Well, that can make a whole difference if the curtain gets worse. Oh, good shot there by Geraghty. And Carroll complaining. Again, you sort of feel just by the stature that Carroll has to be the aggressor.
Well, that's his normal modus operandi.
And he puts his punches together quite well in combinations as well, but Geraghty nice and sharp. As soon as Carroll gets close, he's just...
heads went in there. And Geraghty's forehead crashed into the face of Carroll. Been a lot of talk about this fight around Belfast. Oh, good work again from Geraghty. Quality boxing.
Fantastic left uppercut and the right hook to finish off as well. Just got to make sure you don't go too far back to the ropes there, Geraghty. Moving quite well, just sometimes he's sticking himself on the ropes.
Another solid right hand Geraghty lands. And this is what Carroll does. He never stops coming forward, and he's always finding aggression. Trades. Where is his heart on his sleeve?
Oh, and then some good body shots there from Carroll, making Geraghty work for everything. Oh, lovely work. And again there from Carroll.
This is better.
Good jab also.
Both of them only live about 20 minutes apart in Dublin, but Carroll has become very much a favourite here in Belfast. There's going to be twists and turns aplenty.
Good right hook there from Carroll. I think he's one slightly the heavier.
Oh, brilliant. That was quality from Carroll. And again. What a tremendous exchange, Barry.
Even though it's good exchange from Carroll, there's a little left hand in that little exchange also from Geraghty.
High quality left round, second round, and Jono Carroll on work rates might have taken
There of Geraghty.
Good fight starting to develop as we move into the third. Niall Byrne has done a good job on that cut. Cut sustained on the face of Carroll in the opening round of the fight. The head's going in again. Bob Williams telling him to keep the punches up. Oh, good work.
That's good for the referee. You know, he's given the opportunity to work their way out.
Well, he was only too well aware, Bob, about the animosity that there's been. And a lot of people had sort of said to him, well, I wouldn't really want to be the third man in the ring for that one, including, I think, some of his colleagues, but he's doing a good job. So much talent around this division in the UK at the moment and here in Ireland. Leon Woodstock, the Leicester lad, will be watching this with interest.
Geraghty just dipping down to his left there, but just the hands low, and Carroll making him pay with just two left hands over the top.
Neither of them big knockout artists, Barry. They're not huge punchers, even though they're busy and
they're not, but
aggressive.
You can see there's a bit of start. Good work from Carroll. Good work from Carroll.
I think you felt that one, Geraghty.
Geraghty got a bit of snap to his work, and I think Carroll got plenty of weight on his shots as well.
Carroll senses that he's hurting.
Good shots.
And he's done it again. And he's in trouble now. Touchdown. That's going to be a knockdown. Great work from Carroll. sustained aggression. And he now has a smile on his face. He's approaching this with fiendish glee.
Good body shot there from Carroll as well in exchange.
He's looking to take Geraghty out, and Geraghty's legs stiffening again. Still got 30 seconds to survive. And Carroll displaying tremendous ferocity here in this third round. His last fight ended in the third. Surely it's not going to happen again.
Well, not against this caliber of opposition, you would have thought so. What an effort and what a determination from Geraghty to just try and stay up, doing everything to survive.
Crunching body shots. 10 seconds for Geraghty to see it out to the bell. Oh, what a round for Jono Carroll. And Ireland salutes him. Another brilliant 3 minutes, and Geraghty lands one this time after the bell. It really is. And if you've never seen Carroll fight before, you get an idea of why he's so very, very popular here in Belfast and indeed across the whole of Ireland.
Oh.
Switching attack from body to head. Geraghty has to find a way to ride out the storm and to somehow stop this constant aggression of Carroll.
Good job there from Carroll, stepping in behind a real solid shot.
Good head movement.
Oh, good uppercut there from Geraghty. Lovely shot.
Geraghty said he wanted a strong referee. Bob Williams is doing the job.
Looks like he's going to turn around already, doesn't he, Geraghty?
He's got to hope that this storm, which is
the body shots
coming in on him here, an absolute firestorm of punches, that somehow it blows itself out. That's good from Geraghty.
Oh.
Brilliant elusive skills and then quality shots off the ropes.
But again, it's relentless pressure, isn't it, off the strong Carroll.
Carroll likes to think of himself as a bit of a throwback fighter, and you can kind of see what he means.
And yeah, he likes to fight in the close range, likes to work away.
Referee just reminding him, though, to keep his punches up. Geraghty seems to have regained his composure.
Yeah, he still looks a bit tired, a little bit loose, a little bit wild. Those body shots, I think they've taken effect.
Oh, what a shot, that's his great right hand. And Geraghty backpedaling.
He's doing the right thing, John. He's been hit with a shot, he's just moving on, trying to get a bit of a rest, find his feet again.
Be a 10-8 round, the last one for Jono Carroll. And the relentless aggression will be catching the judges' eyes again here.
But just when you think Geraghty's looking really spent, like physically tired, he fires backwards, so just enough, just something enough to let Carroll know it's not all his own way. Oh, good, lovely jab and a left hand there from Carroll.
Well, it's another Carroll round,
yeah,
Barry.
Really
Gotta be. He's doing well, and the favourite, Declan Geraghty, is well behind. Some running repairs on the binding around that right glove. And the very pro Jono Carroll crowd not altogether impressed.
I think you just find a little bit of spark here, Geraghty, like he did in the early round. In that first round, the fast feet, the real sharp, the jab especially he needs.
Carroll saying something to Geraghty as he goes trying to land huge shots again. Good hand speed with that jab. Misses with the left hook, perhaps just as well. My word, a touch of gloves and apology.
That's him with Carroll. He's not the biggest of punchers, but he's physically very, very strong.
He's immensely fit. Geraghty, the man with the amateur pedigree. He's certainly got boxing skills, but he needs more than just skill here. This is a test of heart.
But he's got to be pumping that jab out. Just allowing Carroll to walk too close to him. And I mean, literally walk. He's walking into him. He's not sliding the feet in. Carroll just walking him down. So Geraghty got to use that jab.
There's nice left hand in there from Geraghty. And the tremendous relentless pace that Carroll was setting in that second and particularly the third round.
Again,
not quite being able to sustain it.
Yeah, again, those body shots is there from Carroll.
Referee again wanting them to fight their way out, and he's turned his back there. Geraghty, you can't do that. Carroll had whacked him on the back, or in the kidney area. It had wound up being the wrongdoer, but Geraghty turning his back, and you can't do that.
He's absolutely shattered, Declan Geraghty. Oh, lovely uppercut to finish the round there.
Good work, right on the bell from Carroll. Ended in Carroll's favour when Geraghty was ahead on the referee's card back in 2014. Here in 2018, it looks at this stage as though Carroll is the stronger and is clearly ahead at this point of the fight. A 12-rounder for the IBF Intercontinental Super Featherweight crown.
Yeah, he is. I mean, you can see Geraghty got tools that he could be picking up the points in, and he could be ahead if he was using them correctly. But I think the body shots and just the physical strength, and this time round, probably opposed to the last time, a bit more man strength. I think that's been the difference so far.
Carroll not slow to tell him, stand here and fight like a man, and a complaint to the referee from Geraghty. He thought one of them was low, and I don't agree. He's ducking below the correct height there as well. You can't go below waist level, and tremendous body shots coming in from Carroll, but there's a nice left-hand counter from Geraghty, but he's being beaten up by those body shots.
He's absolutely exhausted. You can see that by the way he's throwing. Everything's wide. And look at his action there. He gets caught there. His body goes a little bit loose. And that's just exhaustion. And he's gamely fighting back. There's no snapping his shots anymore, not for Geraghty. A little bit wild with his punches. And it's just because he's absolutely shattered. And that's all due with the pressure of this man, Jono Carroll.
I was one of those who thought that the bookies had got it wrong here, making Geraghty the favourite. Carroll, you could get 7-5 against, which seemed like, well, an amazing price, really. Anybody who's watched his improvement over the last year or two, Geraghty has got to really dig in, and he's told by the referee, you're ducking too low.
Massive round here for Carroll. Huge.
If Geraghty's gamble is that Carroll is going to punch himself to a standstill, it is a very, very high-risk strategy.
Oh, good left hand there from Geraghty. Good little trying his best to fight back. Just haven't got it in the tank.
Cuts opened up again on Carroll's face. Blood trickling into his right eye. There's that body shot again. That was low. There's a left hand there which was in very much the danger area.
But all the fight's being fought in the range of Carroll's shooting. This is where he wants it. Inside those long arms of Geraghty so he can work away.
He wanted to turn it into a brawl because he knew at this sort of fight he would be the man, and it's showing so. Geraghty has not got very much left, I don't think.
He's got to fire back, and referee will step in if he don't fire back.
Another hurtful body shot. He almost crumpled with that, and he's almost out on his feet. Tremendous round for Carroll.
So not for Geraghty, he's the biggest round of his life.
Carroll's there, ready, and saying to Geraghty, get up, get off your stool, get your guys out of the ring, I'm ready to go. Into the second half of the fight.
Somehow Geraghty got to find that rhythm, that spark, that little bit of injection of pace in his work. It's hard to see where it comes from, John.
He needs to find a big shot, doesn't he? I mean, he's got to discourage Carroll. He's not going to run out of steam, whatever his corner's telling him. It won't happen.
Well, he wants a big punch. If he gets a bit of sharpness in his work, and can just start pinging that jab and frustrate Carroll. But I just don't think he's got the energy left in the locker. And it's always a daunting thought when you're absolutely knackered in the one corner and the fighter opposite you is full of beans, full of energy.
Geraghty had a really good win against John Quigley, against whom Carroll only scored a tight decision a little while back, and that meant, as well as the memory of what happened back in 2014, that Geraghty went into this fight with confidence that his boxing skills would prevail.
Well, he is a good boxer, but Carroll hasn't allowed him space to show that. To show after the first round, he's put it right on him, and the body shots. When people always going about, you do the body work early and it pays dividends later on in the fight, and that's what it's proven for Jono Carroll. Just slow those legs down, slow that hand speed down. Oh, lovely left hand there from Geraghty.
That's a good punch. Doing better in the first half of the 7th round. As Carroll tries to thud home yet more body shots. Geraghty's managed to, from somewhere, find a bit of spring in his step in this 7th. Lovely work. Left hook to the body and then the uppercut inside.
And again, Geraghty tries to fire back, lands with a good shot, but then the body shot back there from Carroll. Just slow him down a little bit more.
I bet there'll be a lot of people watching this down Dublin way.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like most of them are here.
Oh, good attack from Carroll again as we move into the closing stages of this 7th round.
Yeah, another good round. Finished the round well here, Carroll.
Geraghty did better in the early stages, but Carroll finishes it on. Bit too much grease around the eyes, and Bob Williams telling them to get rid of it.
Well, to be honest, if Geraghty wins every round now and that last round, which is close-ish, and he gets that, then he has a chance.
Yeah, he's got to win significantly. On your card there, a 6-point margin with just 5 rounds remaining. Nice little left hand from Geraghty, doubling up on the jab. Heads he complains about.
And he's right to look at the gash on the forehead of Carroll. Streaming blood.
It is not a fight for the squeamish. Carroll will know that he's cut, and will it provoke another frenzied attack? Will it spark another bout of all-out aggression? The referee's not going to allow Geraghty to do that.
Oh.
Back into the corner.
Oh, it's a nasty. I'm not sure if it's a nasty gash on his hair that's looking, but it looks, from here, it looks terrible.
Well, Jono Carroll looking out into the crowd and smiling. Don't worry about it. It's only a flesh wound.
I'm trying to see much of it. If it was just the black hair would have flipped over where the blood is. But it looked like a massive gash, first of all.
No, it's not nice. Whoever wins this one's going to be in celebratory mood.
Oh, it's good from Carroll again.
It turns out to be Carroll. It might have to be delayed while a little bit of work is done on that face.
He's that jab again, Geraghty. That's what's happening with Geraghty. The last few rounds, just all those straight punches, the jab, the long left hand, they're just all going out the window.
That smile on Carroll's face as he comes forward, looking for Geraghty. Looks pretty frightening outside the ring. He's a charming guy, but you're on the receiving end of this.
Oh, good shot. Lovely left uppercut.
More hurtful body shots thudding home.
He's fit as a flea, isn't he?
He certainly is. Some men are born to fight, and this is one of them. Fair play to Geraghty. He's dug in. He looked about spent after about the 5th round.
Oh, and a few times he's looked really on his way down. It's just like the exhaustion, but he just fires back just enough to keep him in the fight.
Good left hand there to the body from Geraghty.
But not enough to win any rounds, John. That's the worry.
Somehow he's still in there, but Carroll is getting further and further away. 9th round, 12th rounder for the IBF Intercontinental Super Featherweight title, the belt that Carroll won against Humberto de Santiago back in November last year.
Oh, lovely jab there from Geraghty. See, he's a really talented boxer. He's got some beautiful skills, as you see there, but he just needs room and a little bit of space to let his hands go, and he hasn't been allowed that tonight so far.
And here his corner telling him to jab. Oh, good shot.
And look at the energy. I can't get over how fit he is, Carroll. Oh, good shot. Lovely left hand. Right on the button there from Carroll.
The punch counts would be absolutely phenomenal for Jono Carroll.
I tell you, if he can get Geraghty on the ropes now and just let his hands go, a sustained attack, a big flurry, the referee steps in.
I think so.
He steps in.
Geraghty looks as though he's got precious little left to offer.
But he's given everything he's got, but he's absolutely exhausted. And that's when you start getting hurt.
Carroll just trying to set himself, trying to cut off the ring. Good work from Geraghty, but now a couple of powerful body shots. I'm all right, says Geraghty to the referee.
I think one was just a little bit low there, John, from Carroll. Not the first time, to be fair.
Well, he's certainly low there. You can't go below waist height, and Geraghty doing so.
There you go, Geraghty. Just when it looked like Bob Williams was going to step in, just another little right uppercut to keep him in play.
No knockdown, obviously. As the exhausted Geraghty is forced to the ground. Box on. How much box is there left in Declan Geraghty?
That's enough now.
That's it, it's all over. And Carroll has taken it.
Jono Carroll.
What a tremendous performance. And now we can hear from Thomas Stryver.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 2 minutes, 12 seconds of round number 9. Our referee in charge, Bob Williams, steps in, stops the contest. Your winner by way of technical knockout, and still